Oh, it's not on video, so it doesn't count, but Justin Jacoby's up 3-2 on me. Outside that, nobody. I played with DC today.
How was he?
He's bad, but we won. It was a good teammate. He made a really good, 30-foot putt for birdie, so that helped me a lot.
So Justin, I think people forget that you are also of Mexican heritage. Do
They
you
don't
wish
forget.
they had called you for the sphere?
I remind them every time that I fight that I am Mexican, with my Mexican spirit. Yeah, if I didn't get knocked out in April, it'd be awesome, but it's just wrong timeline.
What sort of timeline are you giving yourself to get back in there?
I said I was going to take 6 months before I sparred. It's been 4, and I'm going to have a difficult time making it 6 months because I'm itching. But I think I'm going to give it another month before I spar and then get back into camp. So we'll see. Coach, manager, they'll decide. But
Where did that loss sort of put you, right? Because you're the BMF champion, you're right up there for the lightweight title, so it's kind of like they have to respect that you took the gamble and took a fight you didn't need to. So where exactly does that loss, do you think, put you?
they don't necessarily have to. I mean, I think Dustin Poirier, I beat him. He fought for a belt. I think there's always those circumstances that can, happen to that, which will lead to. I think this fight, with Tsarukyan is the next fight, and then after that, I think there's kind of like another opportunity for somebody like how Dustin Poirier stepped in. There's not a clear contender, so I think obviously I have to fight and win, and then I'm right back in there.
Does a name like Dan Hooker make sense to you?
Yeah, Dan Hooker. I have a list. I think Hooker, Oliveira, Poirier, and Volkanovski is a list of 4 people that I think any of those would be, do for me what I need to do to get back in the picture. So.
Poirier says he's got one more, right? Would you be kind of bummed if you never got to settle that trilogy with Dustin?
No. I mean, I walked out of there after we were 1-1. I told him, I said, let's not do it again. I'm not saying I don't want to or whatever, but that was the conversation we had that night because, we're 1-1 and we're taking years from each other's lives, so we can fight some of these young kids, but we'll see what happens.
Justin, leading up to your last fight, you kind of talked about it, like this is the last ride, you're not interested in the long climb back to the title. I think the fans know, we know that you're still one of the top guys and can hang with anybody any given night. Just what changed for you personally to say, you know what? I'm not done. I'm not going to call it just because I took the L.
Well, I mean, so I think, as the previous questions, addressed, I'm not out of it. I'm not out of it right now. I'm not out of it tomorrow. They got this fight. I'm not even sure when they're fighting. Are they fighting in October?
Yeah, Max and Ilia, yeah.
Oh, Makhachev. They don't even have it scheduled. Yeah.
Next year.
Maybe December or
Who knows?
25.
This sport is so crazy. Like I said, Poirier lost to me, and then he got to fight for a belt. Honestly, you just have to stay in there, be a guy that is capable of taking these fights. Which I'm in the rank number 3. We're just moving to 5, so that's not the worst option. But anything can happen. I really do not know. I have not thought about it too much. I got knocked out, woke up, and I was like, I want to golf. And I've been golfing every day since, pretty much. And, I've worked so hard for so long to be here, to be in front of the crowd, and I love to perform. And, I'm not ready to give that up. So,
As a guy who's held the belt, do you feel like it was the wrong move or the right one not to have the BMF belt for Max and Ilia?
Every fighter wants to fight for an undisputed belt, and that's already on the line, so it doesn't matter.
Real quick on golf, how bad does Daniel Cormier cheat on the golf course? Because we've seen him at the
If you
weigh-in
let him,
show.
he'll cheat every single shot, but you just gotta hold him accountable, chase his ass around. He was my teammate today. He pulled one of the most egregious stunts on a golf course I've ever seen in my life. 2-man scramble, I hit it. He hits it in the sand. I'm 30 foot. I hit to the center of the green, 30 foot below the thing. He walks up, hits my ball in the sand, and says we're playing his shot in the sand, and we lost the hole. He's such a shithead. You guys have no idea. The rest of the day, I was like, I want to lose. I want you to lose, so I have to lose, and I'm okay with it.
Earlier today, Dan Hooker was asked about a fight with you, and he said, that sounds like a one-way trip to the hospital. I look forward to it. That'd be great. Do you sort of get the same vibe if you guys thought it would be just a barn burner like his fight with Dustin, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen both of us perform many times. I mean,
Yeah.
you can put it on paper, and most likely AI is going to predict us both in the hospital. I mean, I really hope that Max wins. I mean, Ilia was so impressive versus Volkanovski. I mean, his patience. He fought an amazing fight. I don't know. I expected something different than I saw from Max. I was very impressed. And so, in my mind, I can't see him losing, but that's because I just got put to sleep by him. So.
Mexican Independence Day in your grandparents' home, was it something special? Did you have any memories of celebrating or Cinco de Mayo your grandma's or
The food, mostly. My Nana's food. Every time I came in, the smell of my Nana's house is something that I'll never forget. Something that I missed the most. And really, I mean, so her only language was Spanish. Mine was English. I did not know Spanish. And we connected like any grandchild would with their grandmother, through touch, through gestures, through love. And she was the most loving person that I've ever met. Her birthday was yesterday, so I really miss her, and I wish she was here. But yeah, so she taught me everything about the Mexican culture. My tata also, he's very machismo, but.
Do you have that special moment with the Vicente Fernandez song in Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, that was for my mom. I mean, my mom asked me to walk out after that fight. I was like, don't ask me ever again. I get to pick from now on. But I was glad I did that for her and for me. I love the song, but it's too emotional.
With seeing all this Noche UFC, like, honoring Mexican culture, is something that you would like to be part of at some point? Like, really, you're always a big draw.
I'm going to be part of it. I'm so glad that I'm here. I'm going to go in there. I get to see the story. I get to take my mother with me. Right when they called me, said I told her I was going to come. She said the only reason you're Mexican is because of me. So I better be a +1. So she's here with me. It was my dad's 60th birthday yesterday. So they drove up on Tuesday and they're hanging out with me this week. It's been amazing.
Justin, real quick, who do you have in that fight between Islam and Tsarukyan?
Oh, it hasn't even been scheduled.
If it were,
Who knows who's going to fight? Could be Volkanovski might fight him again. Who knows?
Let's go.
Listen, you've accomplished a lot more than a lot for the sport of MMA, and it's we've also hinted at there not being much left for you out there. Is there something that you still want to scratch off the list, whether in location or?
So I mean, the statement, the direct quote was, once I know that I cannot win undisputed championship belt or fight for one, then I'm gonna, I might as well hang up the gloves. I do not believe I've reached that point. Whether I'm the champion or not in the next, who knows? It's so hard to put a time. If I ever go to sleep like I just went to sleep, I'm done. I'm not doing it 2 more times. I'll do that 1 more time if I have to. I'm not choosing that, but it's always a possibility. And if it happens, I'm done. But outside that, I don't know. It's hard to put a number. It's been one at a time. I literally. Just yesterday, I was like, fighting fucking awesome. I want to try it. And now, look at this shit. Like, from the middle of nowhere in Arizona, it's crazy that I made it this far. And it's been an amazing ride. I'm glad that you guys still want to talk to me. I know that that's a, pity patty statement, but this game is brutal, and it's nice to be supported, to have whatever, all this stuff. Win or lose, because of my efforts. It's been cool.
Would your perfect last fight be in Arizona?
My perfect last fight would be, I don't know. My perfect last fight would probably be a knockout win. Yeah. Once the fight starts, it's so over. Just your immediate surroundings is all that matters. Like, my family gets to travel, to all these places with me. They've been to Arizona many times. So if we travel somewhere else, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. We'll see.
You've had so many great moments. Do you have a specific one that comes to mind when you look back on your career?
The Michael Johnson fight here, T-Mobile Arena, my first time being in front of that crowd, and under those lights was something special, something that would be impossible for me to ever forget. I came out successful. It was back and forth, a double bonus. It was the best coming out party that anyone's ever put on. And I went on from there, and I've got 13 fights and 13 bonuses. So it's been fun. It's been fun. It ain't over yet, but it's the beginning.
Nice to meet you. I'm from Brazil.
Hi.
When you think about Brazil, what do you think your mind? You have been there?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how is going there?
I have been there, and I mean, similar to the food, the culture. I love the culture and the food. Pretty much anywhere south of.
And
South
when you think
America,
about
Latin America.
Charles the Bronx,
He whooped my ass. I'd like to fight him again. Crazy game.
What's your thoughts on Mike Tyson and Jake Paul?
My thoughts on, oh man, I don't know. It's entertainment business. It's a crazy world. It's not even the most entertaining thing going on these days, so we're in for a treat.
You say you enjoy Mexican food. Anything specific that you enjoy?
About Mexico?
Mexican food. Mexican food. Anything
Yeah, no,
specific?
the flavors. All of them. All of them. I mean, chili rellenos, getting fresh green chili from Hatch. Having my mom whip up some batter, put some cheese in the middle of that thing, and fry it up with some beans and rice is one of my favorite meals. And tortillas with everything. Homemade tortillas. My Nana Lupe, my great grandmother, made every week tortillas, homemade, for 50 years. So it's crazy. All I remember is tortillas. It sucked when it went away because then I was screwed.
How are you with hot sauce? Hot sauce.
As I moved away from Arizona 17 years ago, and I have lost the ability to eat spicy food as much as I used to.
Justin, after the bid, you said you had 5 wars left. How many wars you got?
I got one more getting put to sleep, and probably, since then I've had probably 2, so 3 more. Oh yeah. One at a time, baby. One at a time. You guys better fucking enjoy it while it lasts.
One last quick one about golf, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream partner you would want to set the green with?
A dream partner? I want to travel the world and golf with my dad right now, so that'd be awesome. But it's so awesome. Fighting in the UFC, getting punched in the face allows me to play with. So I just played with Terrell Davis, played with Ed McCaffrey, all these crazy shit.
Seen Canelo play really good?
I have not seen that. No, I didn't see that.
That's a great handicap.
He's probably a little busy, so we can't play this week, but maybe next time.
Thanks, Justin.
Sweet.